Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It's David here. We're back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we shall be doing something I haven't done in a year, or I don't think I've ever done in a while. We're gonna be doing a sell, loan, keep for my favorite team, that is Inter Milan. Now, when it comes to Inter Milan squad and the players that you're gonna be seeing on this list, some of the players could have already left. I got this off the transfer market website because I did not have time, or I did not have, like a website to get like the players like in a list to the way I wanted it, to where like the on loan players that are coming back are gonna be here. But so we're gonna be going through all the players that I have, even the players that are on loan, and we're gonna be determining which players I would sell, which players I would buy, which players I would keep, and which players I would loan out. So anyway, guys, let's get started this, and let's get started off with the players in general, the total of the Inter Milan squad. So, starting off from the goalkeeper position. At goalkeeper, we have Handanovic, our club captain, our number one goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper that Inter Milan currently has now. Backup, we have Radu. I want to say he's what's the thing? I know the place because it's a famous soccer player from, I just can't think of the country name now. Romania. He's Romanian, obviously. And then we have Brazil, a goalkeeper that's on loan at Real Oviedo from this past season. That'll be coming back. And then we have Felipe Stankovic, a young goalkeeper that's playing for the Inter Primavera team, which is the youth team. So those are the three goalkeepers that Inter Milan currently have right now. Padelli is going to be on this list. Padelli has left and gone to Udinese, so that is sorry that I took that out of the list. Defenders, we have Alessandro Bastione, Skriniar, De Vrij, Gravilion, who is on loan, Hakimi, D'Ambrosio, Ranocchia, Dalbert, who is on loan, DeMarco, Parola, Vangandis, and Kolarov. That's a pretty good amount of defenders, but you gotta realize some of them are aging, so some of them are probably gonna have to go when it comes to when I do the sell keep it squad. And then we have the midfielders. We have Nicola Barella, who I think should be the Inter Milan captain. He is no doubtly our best midfielder, and I just want to say that. We have Matteo Vecino, Roberto Gagliardini, Marcelo Brozovic, Stefano Sensi, Christian Eriksen, Arturo Vidal, Agume, Emers, Gavoli, João Mario, Valentino Lazaro, and then Nainggolan. And then, of course, as strikers, we have Romelu Lukaku, Pinamonti, Lautaro Martinez, Alexis Sanchez, Sebastiano Esposito, Eddie Salcedo, and Bergani. So that concludes the total numbers of our squad, and Darian Males, who's on loan currently this season. The last four have been on loan for the season, so really we only have four strikers. And Pinamonti kind of did play a little bit, but not really that much. But anyway, guys, let's get into the players I would sell from this Inter Milan squad going on. So, when it comes to the players I would sell, I've separated them into each part of the team. And the defender, I am not selling any of the goalkeepers that we have. I think Handanovic, Radu, and Brazil are definitely our three. Brazil is probably could be our goalkeeper for the future if he turns out to get good, but we'll get on to that later. So the first person I'm going to sell is from the defenders, and it's going to be Gravilion, who spent last season at SC Lorient. And I read an article saying that he was kind of upset that Lorient did not exercise the purchase option to buy him. So it's most likely he's going to be leaving. I don't really think he's going to get enough experience. I don't really think he's that good enough to be playing for this Inter Milan team. So sorry about that, but you're going to have to go. Hakimi has been rumored to go. He's been rumored to be the one star player that we're going to have to sacrifice in order to keep the club going. And if we get 80 million for Hakimi, that's going to be a decent amount of money. I've heard that we're only 10 million apart on negotiations with PSG, so that looks like it's probably going to be happening. Dalbert has been a part of this Inter team for the past couple of seasons, but I think for the past 2 seasons he's been on loan. I think last season he was on loan at Fiorentina. Fiorentina ended up not buying him, so he's probably going to be gone. And then Kolarov, we brought him in because of experience, help the young players, the young defenders grow. but it's finally time. He's going to be leaving on a free. His contract ends at the end of this month, so Kolarov will probably be leaving, and that is all the defenders I'd be selling. Midfielders, I'm sorry, but we have two main defensive midfielders. Vecino has to go. Vecino's been linked with the rumor move to Napoli, so I actually kind of see that, considering Napoli has a history, and the coach for Napoli has a very good history with Vecino, so I do actually see that happening. Arturo Vidal, I think he's brought a lot of experience, obviously, to the midfield. That's the reason why Antonio Conte brought these players in, for the experience. But now that they've been there for a season, it's time to let them go. Vidal, I think we could get at least $5 million for him, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But Vidal's definitely gonna be gone before the start of the season, hopefully. João Mario, he's been rumored. He was on loan at Sporting Lisbon last year. Sporting CP, basically the team that Ronaldo used to play for, Ronaldo's starting team. He was on loan last season. It's been rumored to going back there for like $8.5 million. So that looks like it's going to happening. And then finally in the midfield we have Raja Nainggolan, who I just want to say has been linked. He was spent on loan last season at Cagliari, who almost got relegated. He wants to go back to his boyhood club, which is Cagliari, and that just seems like it's going to be happening. Even if we sell him for cheap, Nainggolan's probably going to be gone before the start of the season. And then the forwards that we have, Alexis Sanchez, again, experience. He gave us a couple goals off the bench, but it's finally time to bring up a new backup striker for this team. And then finally, we have Andrea Pinamonti. I'm just sorry, but we have a lot of very good young strikers coming up. Esposito, Eddie Salcedo, Darian Males. I think all of them have very good potential, so it's finally time for Pinamonti. We bought him back last year. We can sell him again, or probably even send him on loan and let him gain experience, but I do think Pinamonti should be sold. So those are all the players that would sell from the Inter Milan squad of the 2021-2022 season. The players I would loan: defenders, Viganis, the right back from Greece, who was on loan this season. I don't really remember which team he was on loan at, but I do think he's 19 years old. He spent on loan last season. He needs another season at least of experience, and then we can see if he'll be able to play in this Inter system. But there's a reason why we bought him in, so we'll see what happens. Lorenzo Parola, who's been on last season at AC Monza, and he did get a decent amount of appearances. So I think one more season of loan, and then he'll definitely be able to fit into the three at the back system. And who knows, he could possibly be one of our backup center backs, or possibly even starting center backs for the future, because the Vries are getting up there in age. Midfielders, I have Agume, who spent on loan last season at FC Spezia, or I know it's Spezia. He did get a decent amount of appearances, but I think he's 19 years old. He deserves at least one more year of experience. Emers has been on loan these past couple of seasons, and he hasn't really been playing well, so we just keep sending him on loan. One more year on loan, and who knows, maybe he'll have a breakout season when it comes to next season. Gavoli, same thing with him. Been a part of youth system, been a part of youth team. He needs to get more experience if he wants to stay in this club and wants to be a part of this club for the future. And then the forwards, we have Darian Males, spent on loan last season at Bologna. Eddie Salcedo spent last season on loan at Hellas Verona. And then Vergani who was last season on loan. So all three of these guys can go back on loan, gain more experience, and then they'll be ready for a first team when it comes to possibly even next year or the year after that. And then actually a goalkeeper at Brazil, who spent, obviously, as said, last season on loan at Real Oviedo, and I think he needs, like I said before, I think he needs at least one more year of experience. Then he could probably be the backup goalkeeper down. Eventually, we do eventually sell Radu, but that concludes all the players I would sell and loan. Now the players that we keep, it's kind of obvious because all the players that did not stay in the sell or loan is going to be the players I would keep. So goalkeeper, I would keep Handanovic and Radu. Defenders, I would keep Bastione, Skriniar, Devray, D'Ambrosio, and Ranocchia, because those last two, D'Ambrosio and Ranocchia, have experience being at Inter Milan. They've been here for quite a while, so I definitely would not get rid of him. In the midfield, I would have Barella, Gagliardini, Brozovic, Sensi, Eriksson, and Lazaro. One reason why I have Lazaro, because he's a perfect replacement. We wouldn't have to spend any money to replace Hakimi. He could slot in that right midfielder, and then we can focus on getting a left mid for the future when it comes to Inter Milan team. And then forwards, I would keep Lukaku, obviously, Lautaro, and this guy's been hyped up since he's been in the Inter U team. Sebastiano Esposito deserves to have a chance to be the third striker and the backup striker. I think he spent half the season last season on loan at Benzia, but I do think he has a very lot of potential, and I think it's finally time that Simeone Inzaghi gives him the chance to show his true potential and let him be the third striker, possibly even fourth striker, if we do eventually get another striker. But those are the players from Inter Milan that would sell, that would loan, and that would keep. Now, in terms of the team that possibly lineup that could be for next year, I would have Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez as striker. We would need to buy a left mid slash left wing back, and I think Emerson, the guy we're linked with currently going on right now. I mean, I'll continue to explain more about that when it comes to the transfer targets I think Inter Milan should get. But we definitely need two left midfielders. We definitely need two center midfielders, two center backs, one right mid, and one striker. So when it comes to that, in midfield, we have Barella, Eriksson at the two CMs, Brozovic at CDM, Lazar on the right, Bastione, De Vrij, Skriniar at the center backs, and then Handanovic in goal, obviously. And that does conclude this video talking about the Inter Milan sell, loan, keep. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please smash the like button. I'll be posting more sports content for you guys to see in the coming days. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so you know my videos go live. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.